Tide is sitting pretty right now. So you should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. This is your boy Pavia coming back once again. Talk about my Alabama present time. To celebrate concerning my Alabama. Let's all get up on our feet and yell, roll Tide, baby. Nobody beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's a great song.
That's the way I say it.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the show. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back on this Wednesday. Let's get this thing started, man. I hope everybody is having a great week so far. I hope. And if you not, I hope it get better these next couple of days. So, hey, it is what it is. Just always remember, somebody always got it worse than you. That's all I know. Somebody always got it worse than you, but hey, it is what it is, man. Just make the best of what you got and move forward while you have faith in the good Lord. All right, so that's all you got to do. Keep the faith and don't worry. Do not worry, man. Got some sad news out of Alabama today, man. You know, Keelan Russell, his twin sister, him and his twin sister, they graduated together last week and she passed away today. Sad news out of Tuscaloosa. She was in Tuscaloosa. So, oh man, I hate it for Keelan Russell and his family. All we can do is keep them in our prayers, man. That's all we can do, man. I know it's hard losing a twin. You know what I'm saying? Especially, you do everything together. You just graduated together last week and she just finished in high school, young age of 18. Man, don't know the circumstances, don't know what happened, but just keep that family in your prayers, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, sad news out of Tuscaloosa. But as I say, you just got to move forward. Keep living. But we're going to talk some Alabama football tonight. We're going to talk about 5 Alabama players poised to have a breakout season this season. Players that's not named Ryan Williams. We're going to talk about the FPI rankings, the best matchups, who got the best chances of winning a national championship, you know what I'm saying? Who best chances of making the playoffs, what team in each conference got the best chance of winning the conference, man. So we also going to talk about those Auburn Tigers and Clutch Points. Their season preview of those Auburn Tigers. I think Clutch Point got Auburn Tigers being pretty good this season. But we will see. We will see. I'm going to try to make this show, an hour, maybe an hour and a half at the most, okay? So we're going to go ahead and jump into it, man. I'm trying not to go over an hour and a half, you know what I'm saying? But, hey, we're gonna get into the show, man. Hey, I just want to say, man, a shout out to the Buckeye Lounge. I really enjoyed being on their show last night. You know what I'm saying? I really, really enjoyed being on the Buckeye Lounge last night. Man, but I tell you, I think her name was what was her name? Oh man, I forgot her name. But she really, I think it's TG. She really has a hatred for those Michigan Wolverines. And guess what? I loved every minute of her rants. So shout out to the Buckeye Lounge and shout out to those Ohio State Buckeyes and their fans. Also on yesterday morning, I enjoyed being on with Piano Man. Man, Piano Man did a show yesterday morning over on his channel, man. It had fun doing that too, man. Me and Piano Man, I think we went a little bit over 2 hours, man. But hey, it is what it is, man. When you're talking about football and having fun, time flies. That's all I know. That is all I know. So yeah, man. As a matter of fact, I think Piano Man put it out this morning, and I put it out last night on the Buckeye Lounge show that me and Piano Man gonna start us a show on Friday night, starting next Friday. So y'all tune into that. We don't have a name for it yet, but hell, by next Friday, I'm sure we will have a name for the show. And I think that show will probably be on around 7, 8 o'clock on Fridays. That's PM now. 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. I believe that's what it is. So yeah, y'all tune in to OKB and Piano Man. If y'all got any suggestions on what we should name the show, just let me know. Just let me know, and me and Piano Man put our heads together and see what we come up with. Roll Tide and Rise Up. Roll Tide and Rise Up. You really want you like that, man. The ANTBS. That is Roll Tide. That's Rise Up. Roll Tide and Rise Up. That's his suggestion for the name of the show. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna take that into consideration, Roll Tide and Rise Up. All right, just so you know. We will take that into consideration. And Fireball, Ant, and Sledgehammer. What? Yes, sir. What did Ryan Williams say? We taking a sledgehammer to an ant. You damn right. And old Diego, he didn't like that, but that's okay. That's okay. But Ryan Williams put it right. Ryan Williams put it right. That's all right. That's all right. The handle fell off that damn sledgehammer last season. It was weak. That handle was weak, but that's all right. We got a new handle on that sledgehammer, and like he said, we taking a damn sledgehammer to an ant when we face those Vanderbilt Commodores, those Oklahoma Sooners, those Tennessee Volunteers, and anybody else that we face. I just want y'all to know that, man. Just want you to know. But hey, it is what it is, man. I appreciate y'all coming in on this Wednesday night, man. So let me go ahead and get to the roll call so we can get into this thing, man. Let's go. Let's get all the way to the top, man. But Roll Tide and Rise Up, I appreciate your suggestion, man. It sounds pretty good. I'm telling you, man. Jeffrey Collins, what's going on? Jeffrey Collins, the first one in the chat tonight, man. Jeffrey Collins, a Georgia Bulldog fan, the first one in the chat. Matter of fact, I had Jeffrey blocked. For something, Jeffrey, why did I block you? I don't know, but I'm glad to have you back, man. Jeffrey Collins, man. I'm sure he's gonna be live in the chat tonight, just like he was on Sunday night. So looking forward. I don't know why, man. These fucking spam, man. I hate them. But I'm looking forward to Jeffrey in the chat tonight with his trolling. But it's all good. It's all good. Jeffrey, I believe he good people. He sounds like he good people. But Eddie Blackburn, first member of the Kangaroo Clique in the chat today. What's going on, Eddie Blackburn? Eddie Blackburn is a Gamecock fan. You know what I'm saying? But hey, guess what? He support the channel, and he a big time KB fan or supporter, however you want to call it. And I sure appreciate Eddie Blackburn. Every fan of every fan base is welcome to this channel. That's all I know. We welcome everybody. South Carolina fans, Florida fans, Tennessee fans, Vanderbilt fans, Missouri fans, Georgia fans, anybody. I don't care if you go fan of a SEC team or not, you are welcome. Appreciate it, Eddie Blackburn. Roll Tide, Rise Up, another member of the Kangaroo Clique. Appreciate you coming in here and giving me your input as quick as you did for the name of Me and Piano Man Show. Appreciate it, Roll Tide and Rise Up. DSGB84, also a member of the Kangaroo Clique. What it is, DSGB84, Stephen Hicks, a long-time member of the Kangaroo Clique, man. What it is, Stephen Hicks, man, what it is. Roll Damn Tide, KB brother. Countdown to August 3rd. And the ass whoop, yes, sir. FSU know what they got coming. Matter of fact, I was listening to Roydell Williams talk today. You know what I'm saying? He ain't saying nothing crazy because he know better. He know better. That's all I know. Who else we got in here? Dennis Collier. What's going on, Dennis Collier? Roll Tide. Bama rolls in 2025. Haters, trolls, get a pie in the face of Bama success. Hey, tell them again. Tell them again. Once the season starts, they're going to feel like they got a pie in the face. You can believe that. Because I'm telling you, they're going to have a frown on their face, wiping tears. That's what they're going to do. When my Alabama Crimson Tide commence to rolling. Demetrius Smith, what's going on, brother? Roll, Tide, roll. Who else we got? Who else did we got? Justin Summerlin, also another member of the Kangaroo Clique, man. Roll, MF, Tide, everybody. Let's get the party started. Tell them again. Tell them again. Roll, mother effing Tide, baby. All day. Every day. I'm telling you, man. If you hating on my Alabama Crimson Tide, you got a problem. You got a problem. DSGB, what's up, man? Roll Tide. That's not DSGB 84. That's just DSGB. Kalen DeBoss, what's up? So many Bama players paused to have breakout season. I don't give a F what some you tell them. So many. Not just the 5 I'm going to talk about, but so many others. So many others paused to have a breakout season. So many. And when we get to these 5, I'll name a few others on my own. Sure is. Twist of the Wind Talker 28, another member of the Kangaroo Clique. Roll Tide forever. Forever. Till you're 10 toes up, baby. That's what I'm talking about, baby. 10 toes up. When you, man, I'm telling you, man. 10 toes up, baby. Roll Tide forever. Terrence Smith, another member of the Kangaroo Clique, is in the building. Roll damn Tide, Terrence Smith. Who else we got? Who else? Ann, also a member of the Kangaroo Clique. What it is, Ann. Hello, everyone. Did you guys hear about Keelan Russell twins who passed away in Tuscaloosa today? She was a student at Bama as well. Yeah, Brock let me in on it. I didn't know it until maybe 45 minutes ago when Brock let me know. I just didn't know. I didn't even know she was a student at Bama. So, no, I didn't know. LaQuasia Gordon, also another member of the Kangaroo Clique, in the building. What it is, LaQuasia Gordon, man, she say, Georgia fans, you're delusional to yourself tonight. They delusional every night, not just tonight. Not just tonight. Lewis Hinton, Roll Tide. What it is, Nicole Covington in the building. What's going on, Nicole? What it is, Nicole, another member of the Kangaroo Clique. What it is. Shout out to the Kangaroo Clique. Tony Canada, also a member of the Kangaroo Clique. Roll Tide, Tony Canada. Gary, Bama for life. Roll Tide all day, every day. MFR Jones, what's going on, Roll Tide? Todd, well, what's up? Remember when OSU was saying they were going to put up 100 points on Michigan before they went and lost to them? That's what Williams talking about. Vandy is reminding me of. Well, Tony Webb, I don't give a damn what it remind you of. I ain't got nothing to do with what Ohio State say they going to do to Michigan. All I'm concerned about is what my Alabama Crimson Tide going to do. That's all I'm concerned about. That's it. And as I said, I can give 2 shits about what Ryan Williams, his words remind you of. I don't care. He ain't doing nothing but speaking the truth. That's all. You can hate it all you want. Excuse me. But it's all good. Gary, Bama for life. Nicole, hey, that's my girl right there. Y'all mess with her. Y'all messing with me. Tell him again, Gary. Excuse me. Tell him again, Gary. You mess with you mess with Nicole Covington. You messing with Gary, Bama for life. Sec Dog in the building. What it is, Sec Dog? How you doing, man? Brock is in the building. What's going on, Brock? What it is? Who else we got? Let's keep it moving. Who else? Do we got anybody else? Benjamin J. What's going on, brother? Roll Tide. We got anybody else? We need to get this thing started. Fireball is in here. I think I already got Fireball. Daniel Berry Sports, Roll Tide. What it is, Daniel Berry Sports. Matter of fact, Daniel Berry Sports highlights what it is. Who else? Let's keep it moving. I think Jason Rooks is in the building. C Bama, shout out to both of y'all. Roll Tide. Army 3275. What's up, man? Roll Tide. Linda P is in the building. Linda P, also another member of the Kangaroo Clique. Linda P is in the building. I have a ride. KB, I still don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. Tell them again. And roll damn Tide. We don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. That's the only thing that matters right now. Only thing that matters right now. Hey, man, what you mean I love blocking real people? Come on, man. You're a hater sect, dog. I like blocking delusional people. That's what I love doing. Blocking delusional people like yourself, sect, dog. Michael Coleman, what it is, man? What's going on, brother? Hollywood Paw Paw. Maxine Corner in the building. Another member of the Kangaroo Clique. Shout out to Maxine Corner. Roll Tide, Maxine. Roll Tide. Aaron Atkins. What's going on? We got a Tennessee fan in the house. This man say, go Big Orange. Okay. All right, you better remember. You got a new quarterback, but he might be pretty good. I don't know. But I think Texas head coach has said that I brought your Alabama team about what? Anyway, about the dominance is over and the automatic. I don't know who said it. All I know is anonymous. We can speculate. Some people saying Lane Kiffin. I don't know. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. Young Citrus in the building. What's going on, Young Citrus? Got a Tiger fan in the house. He's an LSU Tiger fan. Go Tigers. But like I said, I respect the hell out of Tide, even though I hate them. You can hate us, but you show better respect us, and that's for real. Jones Way Barbecue. Roll Tide, man. Roll Tide to Jones Way Barbecue. Ike J, what it is. I'm trying to get everybody, but hey, if I miss you, I'm sorry. Zine Coke, what's up? I don't know. First time seeing you, but hey, it is what it is. A dog fan. Okay. Got them Georgia Bulldog football podcasts in there. How about them effing dogs cast? What's going on? He said he just finished up a stream, but I tell you what, this guy right here, he put out some great Georgia Bulldog content. He ain't about the trash talk. Now, if you go to his channel, you're going to hear all about the dogs. Okay. He put out great Georgia Bulldog content, like I said, and if you're a Georgia fan, you need to be subscribed to this guy's channel. Matter of fact, if you ain't a Georgia fan, if you hate them Georgia Bulldog fans, and if you hate the Georgia Bulldogs, and then you just want to know what's going on with them, you scouting, go to this guy's channel. He'll tell you all about them. Go to Dean on Dog Post. He delusional, but he'll tell you all about them dogs. He will do that. So those guys, they don't do no trash talk. They just give it to you straight about them Georgia Bulldogs. We know that they bias towards their dog, but they gonna give it to you straight. If they have issues with them dogs, they gonna tell it. The Kennel, what's going on, man? What's good, KB? I'm a dog fan, but I respect you. We 4-13 against y'all back in the 90s. Hey, back into the 90s. And just a true fan of college football. Yeah, I think y'all beat us 3 years in a row with Mike Schuler, but it's all good, man. David West. What's up, David West? But anyway, let's get into this thing. Pat T. Ville, what it is, man. What's going on, Pat T. Ville and Gabe? So I think that's about it. But let's go ahead and get into it. We got 5 Alabama sophomores, not named Ryan Williams, poised to have a breakout season. And I'm going to just give you my opinion on these guys. The first one, Rico Scott. How y'all love Rico Scott? Did Rico Scott not show y'all what he could become in the latter part of last season when he got his chance to play? Did he not show you what he could become in that bowl game? Rico Scott, this man could become one of Alabama's top receivers if he get the chance. I know he's not a starter. I know he's not a starter, but this guy can be a rotational wide receiver, and he can perform, and he can put up touchdowns for our Alabama Crimson Tide. He might be one of the biggest pieces of the wide receiver room now, outside of Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, and Isaiah Horton. He just might be that next guy. He just might be. I'm so high on Rico Scott. So high. And this guy, he knows how to track the freaking ball. Did you see that coverage that was on him when he got his first touchdown of his collegiate career from Austin Mack in the corner of the end zone? The defender had great coverage on this guy. Austin Mack dropped it in the bucket, and Rico Scott didn't flinch. Touchdown. Come on now. Make it make sense, man. Rico Scott. And he's a big body receiver. Rico Scott, man, I'm telling you, man, y'all better look out for him. Look out for him. Look out. And when these other guys move on to the NFL, Rico Scott just might be a premier wide receiver. And that's fact. That's fact. Some people might think different. You know what I'm saying? Some people just might think different. Some people are just haters. But it's all good, man. They can hate on my Alabama Crimson Tide all they want. But one thing about it, this wide receiver core is going to be one of the best in the country. And I think Rico Scott is going to be a big part of that. That's just me. JT Sports, appreciate the super chat. $1.99, appreciate it. Everything counts, baby. Appreciate it, JT Sports. Kalen DeBoer is the GOAT. He's going to be. He's going to be considered one of the greats, too. Once he leaves my Alabama Crimson Tide, once it's all said and done, he's going to be one of the greats, too. But for the $1.99, I'm going to go ahead and give you Felix, the dancing fool, doing something strange for a piece of change, showing you his backstroke. Felix the dancing fool doing something strange for a piece of change. The $1.99 for JT Sports. Also, Nick Harden, appreciate the $1.99. Ty Simpson is going to be great. Say it again. Say it again. Some people think that Ty Simpson is just not that guy. But I can tell you what, it ain't Alabama fans. It ain't Alabama fans. It's the haters. As Jalen Milroe used to call them, him and Terry Arnold, naysayers. The haters, the naysayers, the non-believers. They don't believe in Ty Simpson. But guess what? Old KB do. KB do. And Nick Harden, I'm going to give you Felix the dancing fool after this segment before I move on to the next topic. So don't y'all let me forget to give Nick Harden Felix the dancing fool. I ain't forgot about Jalen Hale. I haven't forgot about Jalen Hale. Jalen Hale could be a big part of the wide receiver core too. You know, I got to see how he performed coming off injuries. You know, a lot of some athletes, you know, and this is every sport, they're just not the same after they get a significant injury. But if Jalen Hale, if he comes out, man, and just be the same old Jalen Hale, we'll be on to something. We will be on to something. I'm telling you, man. But I tell you what, this Rico Scott, I'm a true believer in that guy. A true believer. And, you know, outside, like we say, outside the starters, Ryan Williams, Jeremy Bernard, and Isaiah Horton, Rico Scott, like you say, Jalen Hale, you got Cole Adams, called Mr. Reliable. You know what I'm saying? When you need a play, he's always there, especially on third down. So yeah, Cole Adams. Don't forget, Derek Meadows was in there. So we got some guys, man. We got guys in this wide receiver corps. I'm telling you, it's too many to name. It's too many to name. But it's all good, man. Rico Scott is one of the sophomores poised to have a breakout season. Next on the list, Daniel Hill, running back. Now I know we got what's his name, Richard Young before him. You know what I'm saying? You got Jam Miller before him. But like I was talking with Piano Man, like we said on the show yesterday, I want all these backs to play, man. Jam Miller, Richard Young, Daniel Hill, Kevin Riley, A.K. Deer, and the transfer running back we got in. I want all those guys to get carries. And I'm not just talking about freaking garbage time. I'm talking about when first, second, third quarter. Let's just keep rotating, keeping those guys fresh. That's what I want to see. I understand we like to do this 2-back set. No. 1 and 2 back. 1, 2, 3, 4. So you got them there for a reason. You got them there for a reason. But, you know, I read an article talking about, can Daniel Hill be the next Derrick Henry before he leave Alabama? Can he? Just maybe. Just maybe. I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him to say that he can be that. But I sure would like to see. But I tell you what, I think Jam Miller gonna be a superstar in 2025. He's gonna get way more carries than he got last season, even though he was our leading rusher last season. As far as running backs, you know, Jalen Milroe got more carries and rushing yards than any other running backs. Before as running back, Jam Miller was a leading rusher. So he gonna be that this season, unless Richard Young just comes in and show the hell out. But I think we can put any one of our running backs in the game and be successful. Anyone, and that's including true freshman, A.K. Deer. So, but this running back room, this wide receiver room is deep as hell. Both of them. Both of those skill positions is deep as hell. Next on the list, defensive lineman Jeremiah Beeman. Haven't seen too much of him. But I'm gonna tell you one defensive lineman that I'm really high on. He's not a sophomore, and that's Tim Keenan. I've been high on this guy since day one. Tim Keenan can be a disruptor. And we seen, just like Rico Scott, the latter part of the season and in the bowl game, that James Smith can also be a disruptor along with LT Overton. Now, what those guys got to do, they got to be, they get in the backfield. They can get in the backfield, especially LT Overton and James Smith. They got to make that tackle. Now I got more confident. I'm more confident in James Smith to make the tackle in the backfield than LT Overton. Now, if LT Overton can be better at making tackles, then this line could probably be one of the best defensive lines in the country. Could I be wrong? I don't think so. I know when I talk about the defensive line, you know, people like to mention Quay Rashaw and Yanza Pierre. I consider them just, you know, basically edge rushers. That's what I like to call them. I know they part of the line, but I like just to call them edge rushers. I like to separate them. But Quay Rashaw, that guy, man, I wish he wouldn't have got hurt last season. Quay Rashaw is a disruptor too. I'm telling you, him and Yonza Pierre, I feel like they can be Will Anderson and Dallas Turner duo, if not better. Yeah, I know Keon Keeley is a bandit. I know that. But I'm talking about Yonza Pierre and Quay Rashaw. I think they can be daggone Will Anderson and Dallas Turner duo, if not better. They done shown it. They have shown it. And if these guys put it all together, it's going to be something to see. I'm going to tell you, this could be one of Alabama's greatest defenses. If you ask me, this could be. Now, a lot of it going to have to do with scheming and play calling. But I think these boys are going to be right this season. I think they're going to be right. That's just me. That's just me. So, it is what it is. Quay Rashaw is going to make a statement. He reminds me of an old school linebacker. Quay Rashaw is a beast, straight out of Montgomery, Alabama. That guy's a beast, man. This Kalen DeBoer, Ryan Grubb, and Womack team now, it's okay to be scared. Yeah, it's all right to be scared. It's all right to be scared. Bobby Springer said, KB, I'm hearing Alabama will be dangerous again. I'm excited. I sure hope so. You know, I'm going to tell you. You know the Alabama I want to see? Y'all remember back in, I think it was like 2011, maybe 12, Damian Square. Y'all remember Damian Square? They don't want it. They don't want it video. That's the Alabama I want to see. They don't want it. I need to pull up that daggone video. Let me see if I can pull up this video. So y'all can see it. That's the Alabama attitude that I want. Let me see. Yeah. It ain't take long. That's let me share this screen. This is the Alabama attitude that I want. If I can share this with y'all before I go on. You know, let me share this video. Here we go. Let's see. Right here. I know, let me see if y'all can see that. Let me go back here. This is the Alabama Crimson Tide I want to see.
And the man on the field got to see me. I'm going to choke his ass out. Let's go. It ain't no fault. He's the next man on the motherfucking schedule. Let's go. We Bama, that's what we do. Yes, sir. Talk that shit, or they scared. We ain't talking no shit. That's the routine. That's how we do it. Yes, sir. Change today. I promise you that shit. They may look like they want it, but I guarantee you, he don't want it. They gonna find out. I'm gonna let him know he don't want it.
See, that's the Alabama Crimson Tide I want. I want to see in 2025. They don't want it. They don't want it. They might look like they want it, but they don't want it. They don't want it. But anyway, that's the Alabama Crimson Tide. You know, I want to see. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah, man. That's right, Linda P. It'll get you hype, man. It'll get you hype. Man, boy, them what the days, one. Those were the days. But anyway, it is what it is. Let me, who was that? Jeremiah Beeman was the last one. I mean, the last one I talked about. Then we got Xavier Mincy, defensive back. Now, we got some good defensive back. Keon Saul, Bray Hubbard as safeties. But then, you know, you got Xavier Mincy, you got Red Morgan. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, we know Bray Hubbard and Xavier Mincy going to be, Bray Hubbard and Keon Saul going to be starters. We know this. But guess what? I feel like we're going to do the same thing as we did last season, and we're going to rotate these guys. We really going to rotate. We're going to rotate just like we did last year. All of those guys last season, as true freshmen, was in games in critical times. Coach Kalen DeBoer and Kane Womack ain't scared to use young players at critical points of the game. They have plays for these guys, and they don't deviate from the player just because of the opponent or the moment. They don't. Yeah, Drake Kirkpatrick. I can guarantee you Drake Kirkpatrick Jr. gonna be a hitter. I guarantee you that. He gonna be a hitter. Just like his daddy. Just like his daddy. I want to see some head busting in 2025. Head busting. I want to see the defense from 2016, at least the defensive secondary, who led the country in turnovers, who led the country in scoring turnovers. Yeah, man. Yes, sir. So, hey, it is what it is. Oh yeah, let's not forget about Dejon Lee at corner. We can't forget about him. Everybody is high on Dejon Lee. Yes, sir. I forgot to even mention him. Yeah, young Citrus. Bray Hubbard going to be a monster. Bray Hubbard definitely going to be a monster. Keep it moving. The fifth one is Xavier Brown. You know, Xavier Brown last season, he was a starter, wasn't he? Wasn't he a starter at corner? DeMonte Jackson and Xavier Brown. You know, Xavier Brown, true freshman, the game-winning interception against Georgia. Critical moments in the game, these guys was in as true freshmen. So can't nobody, I mean absolutely nobody, get me to believe that this defense won't be better. Nobody. And as I said, James Smith, L.T. Overton, Dejon Lee, even though he's a true freshman, he will be on the field. He got too much talent not to be on the field. And I'm looking at Red Morgan. Yeah. Telling y'all better believe it. If you think I'm lying, I'm flying. That's what they used to say. Bama linebackers going to be thumpers. I didn't even mention the linebackers. Deontay Lawson and Justin Jefferson. I didn't even mention them. And it's more. Come on, man. Better get it together. But the 5 Alabama sophomores is going to have a breakout season, not named Ryan Williams, Jeremiah Beeman, defensive lineman, Xavier Minson, defensive back, Xavier Brown, defensive back, Daniel Hill, running back, and Rico Scott, wide receiver. But it's more. Not sophomores, but just players for Alabama. Stephen Hicks got 12-0. I'm going to go 11-1, 12-0. I can see us going 12-0 now. KB, when Alabama defense commits to a turnover, we need that offense to exactly. You know, Kane Womack, he preach turnovers, takeaways. But when we get them, offense got to execute. Didn't do that last season, especially against Tennessee. Didn't do it in some other games too, but Tennessee comes to mind because we had 3 turnovers against Tennessee. And guess what? We got 3 points off 3 turnovers. Can't let that happen. Can't let that happen. If you're going to get 3 turnovers, you need at least 13 points, 17 points. If you don't get 21, 13 points off 3 turnovers, a touchdown and 2 field goals. Or get 2 touchdowns and a field goal. I don't want to see 3 field goals. And I definitely don't want to see what I seen against Tennessee and get 1 field goal. That didn't make no sense. B Jam and say, Bama about to put fear back in the opponents. That's what's up. I hope so. I really hope so. I got a lot of confidence in these guys. But if they come out and disappoint me and do what they did last season, I wouldn't know what the hell to do. I wouldn't know what to do. So, but anyway, that's that. And for Nick Harden, let me go ahead and give you Felix the Dancing Fool doing something strange for a piece of change for the $1.99. It is the dancing fool doing something strange for a piece of change for Nick Harden for the 199. But anyway, Stephen Hicks said, I want our defense, special teams, touchdown. Yes, yeah. Defense, special team, offense. But you did say offense. Offense, defense, special team, touchdown. That's what I want. I want all of them to do their job. All I want to hear is touchdown, Alabama. You damn right. That damn sure all I want to hear. That's all I want to hear. So, hey, hopefully we'll hear it a lot, Linda P. Hopefully. We need to hear about 4 or 5 times every damn game. Telling you, man. Telling you. And then moving on. What we got next? Moving on. How about Diego Pavia? How about Diego Pavia responding to Ryan Williams? He did it with a tweet. You know, Ryan Williams, when he was talking to, what was it, John Gruden or whoever the hell it was, about Vanderbilt, on the sledgehammer to an ant. But the thing I don't get, before he said that, Ryan Williams gave all the credit in the world to Vandy, in which he said that Alabama came out slow, Vandy played a better game, Vandy executed, and they won the game. They executed better than Alabama. They won the game. Ryan Williams gave him the credit. But here go Diego Pavia. Diego Pavia, about 45 years old, want to argue with an 18-year-old. Come on, man. This Ryan Williams' second year in college. He just turned 18. Here it is. You done been in college about what, 20 years, and you want to argue with the man. Come on, Diego Pavia. You in here getting daggone waivers and shit, going to court, suing to get an extra year of college because you just can't leave. But guess what? Don't put your foot in your damn mouth. Just keep your damn mouth closed. I understand you got your first win against Alabama. Matter of fact, it's Diego Pavia's first try. Diego Pavia to beat Alabama and Auburn. But I tell you what, Diego Pavia going to take an ass whooping in 2025 from my Alabama Crimson Tide. I can tell you that. The shit you got away with last year, you won't get away with it in 2025, okay, Mr. Diego? Because, yeah, we need to call you Mr. Because that's exactly what you are, Mr. Diego Pavia. You out there, you want to argue with teenagers. Not what you want to do. You too old for that shit. You too old. But anyway, Diego Pavia, man, what was his response? Let me see. he posted on Instagram. He had a Gucci Mane song. He had posted Gucci Mane lyrics. They acting like they tough, but don't want no confrontation. And he also added 100 smoke emojis. 100 and some smoke emojis. Alabama want all the smoke. It's a dang shame. I shouldn't even be addressing this. It's Vandy. But being that we lost to them last year, first time in 40 years, I want to address it. Come on, man. Diego Pavia, you got to come to Tuscaloosa. You ain't never been there before, have you? Not in Bryant-Denny, you ain't. Probably be your first time. And you're going to leave out of there with an ass whooping if you don't leave. That's if you don't leave on the meat wagon. They might put you on the meat wagon just for running your damn mouth. And you know you're an old man. Them damn bones don't heal as fast as they used to. So if my Alabama Crimson Tide put you on the meat wagon, you might be out for the rest of the daggone season. And your playing days just might be over. That's all I want to say about old Diego. And one thing about it, Diego got a lot of confidence. I got to give him that. He got a lot of confidence. But any man his age should have confidence, especially when you playing against 18-year-olds. Yeah, Vanderbilt beat us by 3 or 4. They beat us by 3 or 4, but they might get beat. I'm going to say we beat them by at least 4 touchdowns. I'm going to say we beat them by at least 24 points. At least 24 points. Yeah, 20. No, matter of fact, I'm so confident. We're going to beat them by at least 31. We're going to beat them by at least 31. 31 points. And Alabama going to score in the 50s on them bums. Okay, way offside, say 62-7. Way offsides, I appreciate you joining the channel. Way offsides, an Alabama fan. He deals with a lot of Alabama recruiting. So if you want to know anything about recruits Alabama is looking at, commits that Alabama is getting, go to Way Offsides. Go to his channel. He's going to keep you abreast on all the recruits Alabama is looking at. All of them. Matter of fact, he put out today that one of the guys that Alabama is looking at, the guy that took a visit to Alabama, he canceled a couple of his visits after he visited Alabama. So, like I say, y'all want to know anything about Alabama recruiting and the recruits they looking at going after, go to Way Offsides. He be on that recruiting. I gotta say that. So as I say that, y'all go over there and subscribe. Way Offsides. That's all you got to put in. Or Way Offsides, Alabama football, however you want to put it. Go over there and subscribe to his channel. That's what it is. What it is. Okay. But anyway, Diego Pavia, man, he losing his mind. You know, that's what I'm talking about. Way Offsides. You ain't hard to find. Not by far. Kobe Bryant nephew visited Alabama last week. Jet of Washington is his name. Okay, hopefully we can get him. And hopefully he can bring that Mamba mentality to my Alabama Crimson Tide. Nick Harden say 52-3. 52-3 against Vandy. Way Offsides got 62-7. I don't even want him to get in the end zone. I don't even want him to score. I don't want them clowns to score nothing. Shut them out and shut them up. Y'all know the last time a Vandy player talked trash to my Alabama Crimson Tide. Yeah, y'all remember that? Way Offside said he's gonna leave T-Town with a lot more than confidence, a concussion or two. He probably will. He gonna be leaving, thinking twice. Thinking I should have kept my damn mouth shut. That's what he's going to be thinking about. But that's enough on Diego Pavia and them garbage ass Vanderbilt Commodores. That's it. That's enough about them. Here we go. Here we go. This is what I want to get to. 2025 College Football Power Index. You got the best matchup and the best matchups of 2025, the best odds to win the conference, best odds to win the national championship. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I want to get to. Where we at? Yeah, we'll go to this one. Yeah, Power Index. When it comes to winning, well, I ain't want to start at the national championship. Where we gonna start at? Let's see. I think we're gonna start at the best matchups of 2025. Football Power Index, and I think this is by I don't know. I got one by ESPN and so, but anyway, we'll go with it. The best matchups of 2025, according to the Football Power Index. At number one, Texas at Georgia. Texas at Georgia, which take place November 15th, 2025. The game quality, the quality of the game, that they got rated at 99.3. Okay, I ain't saying they number one, but that's the game they got at the top because they got one game rated higher than that. One game rated higher than Georgia and Texas. And that game is Texas, number 1 Texas at number 4 Ohio State. Game 1 of the season. By the time Texas get to Georgia in November, I don't think they'll be number 1. That's just me. And trust me, November, I don't think Georgia will be number 2. I think they'll be lower. That's just me. Beat me up for my opinion. Beat me up for my opinion. Another one. Most anticipated games of 2025 according to the College Football Power Index. September 27, 2025. My Alabama Crimson Tide at Georgia. Matter of fact, Texas, they game quality is 98.9. Texas and Ohio State. That's the highest rated game in 2025. Texas and Georgia, the second highest. Then you got my Alabama Crimson Tide versus Georgia. Game quality 97.6. September 27. 97.6 game quality. I think we'll probably have, I don't know, by that time, if Georgia going into the season ranked number 1, I think by the time game 4 come around, that's game 4, week 5, Georgia just might be the number 1 team in the nation. You know why? Because I think Texas will fall after week 1 because I got Ohio State beating Texas. That's just me. I got Ohio State beating Texas. So, anybody want to dispute me on that? Anybody want to dispute me on that? Ohio State beating Texas. Way outside, I'm not sold on Texas either. I really don't see the big deal about Texas. I understand that they putting all this hype on Arch Manning, but I really don't see the big deal about Texas. This guy, he's a TikToker. He's a Texas fan hollering about Arch Manning and Ryan Wingo going to be the best wide receiver tandem in college football and all this crazy. Texas fans are idiots. Not all of them, but some of them. They some clowns now. They some clowns. As a lot of fans call them, the We Back program. Because they back every year. I understand that they done made the college football playoff the last 2 years. I don't care. You ain't winning nothing when you get there. That's what I do know. Yeah, Ryan Wingo was quiet last season. But you know they had Isaiah Bunn and that other guy. B. James said, I hope Alabama comes out focused and hungry for weekly improvement. 10 toes down. So where you at? Well, I was at 10 toes down and MF and yeah, motherfucker everybody. That's what I'm talking about. It's all about Alabama. That's what it is. They recruited well, but they using NIL as their priority too. Hard to get a locker room together when they are so focused on themselves and Lambeau. That is true. Now, it came out that they were spending $35,000 to $40,000 on their daggone roster. I don't know. But Steve Sarkisian, he disputing that, which we all know that's what he was going to do anyway if he was asked about it. We do know that. We do know that. But to keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. Who else we got? You got Penn State and Ohio State. November the 1st, that game rated 96.1. Texas at Florida. You know, that's in Jacksonville. October 4th. 94.7 rating. I think that's going to be a really good game. Oh, even Auburn got a highly rated game against Georgia. October 11th, 94.6. You got a lot of highly rated games. Let's keep it moving. Ohio State, Michigan, November 29th. 92.5. Alabama and Auburn is 92.8. November 29th. What other game? Oklahoma and Texas, Red River rivalry, rated at 92. I'm just go in the 90s. Alabama and LSU, 91.5. Georgia and Ole Miss, 91% game quality. Well, what do y'all think about this? What do y'all think about Georgia and Ole Miss, being that Georgia lost to Ole Miss last season? Ole Miss got to come to Athens. I think Ole Miss lost a lot. So did Georgia. But man, that I think if anybody trying to call that game right now, that's a tough game to call. Ole Miss and Georgia trying to call that game right now. Now, as far as Texas and Georgia, I got Georgia winning that game right now, but only by a small margin. Like I said, 51-49. That's where I'm at on that game. 51% Texas. 51% Georgia, 49% Texas. Both of them lost about the same amount of play, of their same amount, lost their production. Texas lost a lot of their production. Georgia lost a lot of their production. So I think, that game could go either way. So I'm going with Georgia because it's in Athens. That's why. Hell, if we'd have lost as much as Georgia did, shit, I would be real skeptical about going into Athens if we lost as much production as Georgia did. But that's just me. But we know Georgia stacked talent just like Alabama. So, but yeah, them the best matchups of 2025. So, I know I'm going to enjoy watching all of those games, man. I know that. What else? We ain't going to go over that part. Football Power Index, best offenses and defenses for 2025. They trying to say Texas, they got basically the best team, best offensive defense heading into 2025. I really beg to differ with that. Georgia, they got number 2. I'm disputing that too. Because when you lost your quarterback, when you lost 4 offensive linemen, when you lose 3 wide receivers and a running back, a starting running back, how can you have the number 1 and 2 offenses in the country? Both of them lost that. How can you? I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Both teams lost more off offense than they did defense, but still, I don't think they got the number 1 or the number 2 defense in the country. Now, this is according to, to the Football Power, and I just don't believe it. No way, no how. I just can't believe it. And I'm quite sure most of y'all in the chat agree with old KB. I'm sure y'all do. So, hey, it is what, yeah, Kimberly Harmon, tell them again. Oh, my goodness, man. Those rankings are way off. What are they I don't know what they're looking at. So, hey, it is what it is, man. It is whatever it is they looking at, they blind as hell. They got Ohio State at number 4. Matter of fact, let me see. Tennessee is a +10 from last season. Georgia +3, Alabama +10, Ohio State -2. They at number 4. This is offense and defense. They got Clemson at number 8, +5. +5. Tennessee got the 12th ranked defense. They +7. They also got number 8. No. They got the Tennessee got what Tennessee got? The number 12 offense and the number 8 defense. They -1 on defense, +7 on offense. How could they be +7 on offense when they got a quarterback that got to learn the system? Now maybe, and I'm sure this transfer from UCLA gonna be the start. I can guarantee you that. I can guarantee you. LSU got the 19th ranked defense. They +21. Where the hell they get that from? South Carolina 19th ranked offense +24. Auburn +31 on offense. Ranked that number 16. +31. So they saying Auburn improved the most out of everybody with +31. Notre Dame -4 at number 11. So as far as the offense, Auburn improved more than everybody. As far as defense, LSU improved more than everybody, +21. I don't get it. I don't get it. And I definitely don't get Texas and Georgia at number 1 in both categories. I just don't get it. So, hey, it is what it is, though. Everybody got their opinion. These rankings don't matter no more. I mean, I ain't say they don't matter no more, but they don't matter right now. Mo better, we trying to have an intelligent conversation. That's all. We just trying to have an intelligent conversation. Yeah. I mean, it seems like to me you the only one called yourself trolling out of everybody. Come on, man. Can you talk with some sense sometime? Just sometime. I ain't saying all the time, but sometime. You ain't talking about nothing. You sitting here talking about we talking about your dogs. I'm sure I myself done mentioned a whole lot more teams than your Georgia Bulldogs. I'm sure of that. I'm sure of that. I just mentioned Ohio State. I just mentioned freaking Texas. I just mentioned Clemson. I just mentioned Auburn, South Carolina. Your dogs ain't the only daggone team that we talking about. Come on, man. You want to come up in here as a Georgia fan, but don't want nobody to say nothing about Georgia. But you want to come in here and troll Alabama fans about Alabama. When you do that, you talking about Alabama. If you don't like us talking about Georgia, don't bring your ass up in here. Too easy, ain't it? Too easy. I just gave you the answer to the test. If you don't like us talking about Georgia or mention Georgia, don't come here. That's how you can get an A on the test. You got the answer. That's all. But anyway, it is what it is, man. I guess they ain't got that concept. Okay. Let's talk about the highest, the group of 5 team with the highest playoff odds. You know, they got to have a group of 5 team. You know, they got to have a group of 5 team in the playoffs. So quit comparing it's all about competition, Mo Better. What are you talking about? Football is about competition. You talking about quit comparing your dogs to everybody else. That's what the football power index do, man. That's what all of the rankings do. They compare football programs, college football programs. You didn't know that? That's what the AP poll do. That's what the coaches poll do. That's what that's what the playoff rankings is. They comparing teams. And you saying don't compare Georgia. Are you freaking serious, guy? Are you serious? You ain't said nothing negative about Bama. I ain't said nothing negative about Georgia. Me saying that I don't think Georgia got the number 2 defense or offense in the country is not negative. You done said it several times. You don't think that Kalen DeBoer is a great coach. That's your opinion. And this is my opinion. I don't think they have the number 2 offense or defense in the country. Just like I said, I don't think Texas got the number 1 offense or defense in the country. Do you think Texas got the number 1 offense in the country? Number 1 defense in the country? You think Texas deserve to be ranked number 1 going into the season? If you say no, that's not negative. Or it's an opinion, man. What is wrong with you? I tell anybody, your age, you're too old to be that dumb. That's all. Don't compare your team to nobody else. That's what rankings do. Keep it moving. But anyway, the group of 5 teams with the highest playoff odds. Number 1 is Boise State. 25.2% of making the playoffs. We'll name the top 5 from the group of 5. Tulane with a 24.3% of making the playoffs. UNLV, that ain't going to happen. 21.3% of making the playoffs. Memphis Tigers, 6.5%, and Liberty Flames, 5.2%. That's the top 5, group of 5 with the highest playoff odds. They went all the way to number 10, bringing up the rear is Navy. At number 10 with a 2.2% of making the playoff. I think Boise State or either Memphis. That's who I'll go with. Boise State or Memphis. Now, Louisiana, Raging Cajuns, they have some good seasons too, man. They got a good football program over there. That's all I know. So, hey, it is what it is, man. Group of 5, man. Group of 5 with the best odds. Once again, Boise State. Now, do anybody think Boise State will take a step back? You know, that daggone running back from last year, he basically was the offense. You know, just like for Arizona State, that running back, I forgot his name. He was a beast for Arizona State. Tulane, they have good teams, but I don't think they'll have a chance at the playoff. That's just me, but that's your group of 5. Okay. What conference are projected for the most playoff teams? Who y'all think they got? The conference projected to have the most playoff teams. Yeah, Genty. Yeah, that's his name, Genty. He was a beast. Genty and that guy from Arizona State. He was a beast. But yeah, the SEC is projected to get at least 4 teams in the playoff. They got 4.6. They got a 61.4% of winning the national championship. So the SEC got more than 60% chance of winning the national championship with 4.6 teams to get in. We're going to say 4 teams. Big Ten got a 25.8% chance of winning the national championship, basically with 3 teams getting in with 2.9. Then you got the ACC with an 8.3% with 1.6 teams. I don't know how they come up with this 1.6 and 2.9 and 4.6, but they got them at 1.6. I'll give them 2 teams. So 4, 3, and 2. That's 9 teams. And then the Big 12, 1.5. Damn. 1.7% chance of winning the national championship. Independent. These clowns got the independent with 0.5. How you get a half team? 2 point. The independent 0.5, ACC 1.6, But Independent got a better chance of winning the college football playoff with 2.4%. While the Big 12 is 1.7. No, yeah. That's crazy. But oh well, it be that way sometimes. I'm gonna tell you. If the SEC don't win a national championship this season, you already know the SEC gonna catch some flack. They're already catching flack because they ain't wanted to pass 2 seasons. You know, they forget about the fact that the SEC in the playoff era won it in 15. What they wanted in 15, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22. Six national championships in the playoff era. So was that 10 years, 6 national championships in a 10-year span by the SEC? Come on, man. Make it make sense. They was winning it every other year. Every other year. Florida in 07. No. I think LSU in 07, Florida in 08, Alabama 09, Auburn 10, Alabama in 11 and 12. 13. Who won it in 13? Florida State. Florida State won it in 13. Then Ohio State. Then Alabama again in 15. Then Clemson, Alabama, Clemson. Then LSU, Alabama, Georgia. So yeah, I agree. The Big Ten honestly, I'll give the Big Ten now since Oregon over there. Ohio State and Oregon. Michigan had that cheating year. So I don't even want to put them in the conversation. And like I said, Michigan riding off them national championships before they invented helmets. They probably didn't even have a damn scoreboard then. And then they shared one in 97 and they cheated to get one in 2023. So I ain't putting Michigan in the conversation. So hey, it is what it is. So just my opinion. Top teams to win with the best national championship odds. Guess who number one? Texas. Why? I don't understand it, man. I don't want to understand why Texas is getting so much love. Because they went out and spent all this money? I don't know. But they getting a hell of a lot of love. Is it because of Arch Manning? I don't know. But they getting a whole lot of love. I hope Texas don't fall into the hype. I really hope they don't. Number 2, Georgia Bulldogs. Well, Texas got a 83.9% chance of making the playoffs and a 22.2% chance of winning the national championship. Georgia Bulldogs, 78.6 chance of making the playoffs and a 17.5 chance of winning the national championship. Mo better. Your Georgia Bulldogs got a 78.6 chance of going to the playoff, a 78.6% chance of making the playoff, and a 17.5% chance of winning the national championship. Do you agree with that? I don't want to. You might say I'm negative if I say so. You might say Georgia having a 17.5% chance of making the playoff or of winning the national championship is negative. Yeah, 7 to 8% is pretty damn good. That's damn good. Sec Dog. It's good to talk about it. None of this mean nothing, but it's good to talk about. Nothing that us YouTube content creators talk about or college football YouTube content creators talk about, nothing that ESPN talks about, nothing that Paul Feinbaum talks about, nothing that Fox Sports talks about when it comes to college football in the offseason means nothing. None of that means nothing when it comes to the actual season. And all it is talking points. That's all. And also, if it means nothing, why you here? Why you here? Another question to another dog fan. If it don't mean nothing, why you here? That's all. If none of this means nothing, why you go on these YouTube channels? Why do you go on the internet, to read stuff about Georgia Bulldogs in the offseason? If none of it means nothing. Because you're interested. That's why you do it. That's why you do it. Just saying. We know this stuff. Don't mean to hill the beans, but it's good to talk about. Especially in the offseason, because ain't no football going on. But anyway, keep it moving. Keep it moving. But anyway, Georgia, 17.5% chance of winning the national championship, which is second. Third, Ohio State Buckeyes with a 70.6% chance of making the playoff and an 11.6% chance of winning the national championship. Then comes my Alabama Crimson Tide with a 66.2% chance of making the playoff and a 10.4% chance of winning the national championship. Now, as an Alabama fan, I think our odds are a little bit better considering everything we got coming back. That's just me. Because guess what? We got more production coming back than the previous three teams that I just mentioned. Texas, Georgia, Ohio State. Alabama got more production coming back than all of those teams. But at number 5, you got Penn State with a 63.8% chance of going to the playoff and a 7.6% chance of winning the national championship. I'll go through the top 10. Oregon Ducks at number 6, 57.5% chance of making the playoff, 4.8% chance of winning the national championship. At number 7, you got Clemson. 47.3% chance of making the playoff, 3.8% chance of winning the national championship. At number 8, which we all know ain't going to happen, Miami Hurricanes, 46.3% chance of making the playoff, 3.2% chance of winning the national championship. I'm taking that down to 0. We know Miami Hurricanes ain't winning no damn national championship. Notre Dame at number 9, 45.6% chance of making the playoff, 2.4% chance of winning the national championship. Then you got Tennessee, 38.5% chance of making the playoff, 2.3% chance of winning the national championship. Now, I will go. I'm only going with 3 teams with a chance of winning the national championship. Only 3 from this whole entire list. My Alabama Crimson Tide, the Ohio State Buckeyes. I'm going with the Oregon Ducks. Only 3. Matter of fact, I'm gonna switch Oregon with Clemson. Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson. That's the 3 teams I'm going with the best chance of winning the national championship. Daggone right. I just feel like the first 2, Georgia and Texas, just lost too much from last season. I'm not saying that those 2 teams can't win the national championship. I'm just saying in my opinion, they lost too much production from last season. That's all I'm saying. Not saying that they can't. So don't beat me up. Group of 5 SMU coming to take over the Ace. Yeah, right. Yeah, right. No, I be stoic always. I changed to Clemson. Not Oregon, Clemson. Alabama, Ohio State, and Clemson. That's me. And I can give you a reason for the other top 10 teams why I don't think they can win a national championship, but I'm not finna go through all of that. But I got my reasons. So, hey, it is what it is. So, but we'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. Oh man, Stephen Hicks said all my sources tell me Bama is kicking ass and making you like it. Say it again. Say it ain't so, baby. Say it ain't so. Mo better. Got a doo-doo with the USB. hey, it's all right, man. It's all right. Mo better gonna be all right. Mo better gonna be all right. I think Mo better probably got mad at me and left, but he'll be all right. Clemson Tater's going 500-0 according to the what? Bobby Durkins. Oh, Dabo made the right hires with coordinators. Hey, I think Clemson gonna be pretty good over there. Even though I don't like Cade Klubnik, I don't like Dabo Sweeney, but I think they're gonna be pretty good. Clemson got a pretty good defense. I know that for a fact. I know they looked like garbage last season in the season opener against those Georgia Bulldogs, but they got a pretty good damn defense down there. Pretty damn good. Wide receiver room stacked. Ty is gonna feast on. Tell him again, Stacey Marshall. Tell him again. Gonna be a feast over there. All right, let's keep it moving. I ain't got too much longer. We go on with, I've been doing these Clutch Sports game by game predictions, and today we gonna go with the Auburn Tigers. Auburn Tigers, Clutch Sports. Got Auburn Tigers doing pretty good this year. I believe. Well, they got them doing decent. They'll make it to a bowl game, according to Clutch Sports. Auburn football season, they open up the season against Baylor. I'm going to tell you right now, if Auburn don't make it to a bowl game this season, Hugh Freeze, you better look out. Auburn ain't scared to fire somebody. I'm going to tell you that right now. Auburn made the biggest mistake they could have ever made when they fired Gus Malzahn. Come on, man. Biggest mistake. What other coach beat Nick Saban 3 times? Can anybody tell me? And when he was at Alabama, what other coach beat Nick Saban 3 times? Hugh Freeze beat him twice. But Hugh Freeze was doing some illegal stuff when he beat Nick Saban. Illegal. Name me another coach that beat Nick Saban 3 times while he was at Alabama. Can anybody do that? No, Gus Malzahn did. Gus Malzahn. So, hey, bees that way sometime. But anyway, Auburn made a big mistake when they fired him. But as for Auburn's, the game-by-game prediction, according to Clutch Sports, they got Baylor week 1. The Tiger gets an early chance to test out their new offense on the road against Baylor. Auburn upgraded their offensive line, plus their quarterback and receiving core. The Baylor offense took off at the end of last year, led by a strong ground game. They returned both Bryson Robinson and Dawson Pendergraft, which should keep the offense moving well behind a solid offensive line. They made improvements at linebacker and have a strong secondary. If Baylor can run well on the ground, they will control this game and get the win. Clutch Points predicting that the Auburn Tigers will start the season 0-1. They will lose in week 1 against Baylor. Any thoughts on that? Any thoughts on Clutch Points having Auburn starting the season 0-1, losing against Baylor? I agree with you, Stacey Marson. Freeze days are numbered. This year might be his last. He don't make a bowl game, it just might be. If they start out like 1-4, 1-5, he might be gone before the season is over. I think his buyout is about 40. No, that's Brian Kelly. I don't know what Hugh Freeze's buyout is. But they might be buying him out this season before the season is over. That's just me. But anyway, let's keep it moving. Week 2, Ball State. I'm not going to talk about that. That should be an easy win. Week 3, South Alabama. That should be an easy win. South Alabama, they have some good teams sometimes, but I don't think they'll be good enough to beat Auburn. Matter of fact, they picking Baylor to lose. Auburn to lose to Baylor 32-28. They picking them to beat Ball State 42-17, and they picking them to beat South Alabama 38-27. And they'll be 2-1 after week 3. Week 4, they go to Oklahoma. The Tigers open up their SEC schedule on the road in week 4. Last year, Auburn held a 21-10 lead in the fourth quarter, but Oklahoma would come back and get their first ever SEC win, 27-21. Peyton Thorne threw 3 touchdowns for Auburn in the game, but also had an interception that was returned for a touchdown. This would be the chance for Jackson Arnold to play against his old team. John Mateer comes in as a transfer at quarterback. That's for Oklahoma. Oklahoma will be starting 4 transfers at skill positions and multiple new offensive linemen. They picking Auburn to win 27-17 and go 3-1. Y'all think Auburn beat Oklahoma in 2025? Will Auburn beat Oklahoma in 2025? Both of them got transfer quarterback. You know, Auburn got Oklahoma's quarterback from last season. So everybody's saying Auburn won't beat Oklahoma. Hey, according to Clutch Points, they will. They 3-1 after 4 games. All right, week 5, they got Texas A&M. Last year, Auburn took a 4 overtime victory for the win. They held a 27-7 lead going into the half. But like happened regularly, the Tigers gave up the lead late. They would end up down by 3 with under 4 minutes left, but would tie the game at 31. Both teams will manage points in the first and the second overtime, but Auburn will win in the fourth. Marcel Reed was great in the game. I watched this game. Auburn last year passing for 297 yards and 3 scores. The Texas A&M offense take another step forward with Reed's second year as a starter and give them the win. Texas A&M beats Auburn 31-27. I think Texas A&M will win by more than 4 points. Auburn will be 3-2 at that point after 5 games. That's week 5. Week 6, they got a bye. Week 7, they got Georgia. Georgia got to go into Jordan Hare. Whew. Y'all know that's a tough place to play, Georgia. But Georgia dominated Auburn last year with a 31-13 win. Carson Beck and Trevor Etienne was great last year in the game, but Gunnar Stockton will take over for the offense at quarterback. Nate Frazier returns in the backfield. They will have some new offensive line starters, with 3 offensive linemen being drafted in the NFL, but most of them have seen game experience. The defense will have plenty of turnover, but Kirby Smart has shown he can retool without a rebuild. Auburn does not have the linebackers or interior defensive linemen to slow down Georgia in this one. Georgia wins 31-21. Auburn will be 3-3. Now I'm going to tell you right now, Nate Frazier just might run wild in this game. I'm not a fan of those Georgia Bulldogs, but I am a fan of Nate Frazier. Nate Frazier, in my opinion, even going back to last season, Nate Frazier, one of the best running backs in the SEC. He is, hands down. This is just my opinion. But I'm not a fan of those Georgia Bulldogs in no way, no how. But I am a fan of Nate Frazier. And I wish like hell we could have had Nate Frazier at Alabama. So, but hey, it is what it is, man. Can't get them all. But at that point, after Georgia, Auburn will be 3-3. And I hope they be worse. Week 7, they lose to Georgia. Week 8, Missouri. Missouri was won this game last year, 21-17. Still much of the production from Missouri's offense is done. It is. Brady Cook and Luther Burton have both moved on. This brings in Bo Prabula, a former Penn State backup. Still, expectations are high for Missouri this year. They brought in 8 new players from the portal on the defensive side of the ball, while also returning edge rusher Zion Young. Missouri has the defense to keep Auburn in check in this one, but just not enough offense, and Auburn beats Missouri to go 4-3, 21-17. These are a lot of close games that they got Auburn winning. A lot of them. So they'll be 4-3 after week 8. Week 9, they got Arkansas. I don't even want to talk about Arkansas. They trash. But Arkansas beat Auburn last year by 10 points. Arkansas bringing back their quarterback, Taylor Green. Now, I heard this animosity between Taylor Green and the fans and his teammates. But Taylor Green looked to be a pretty good quarterback to me. That's just me. But they got Auburn winning this game 28-17 to go 5-3. Week 10 at Kentucky. Stoops. Mark Stoops, y'all know I'm not a fan of him. You know I'm not a fan of Mark Stoops. They got Auburn beating Kentucky, and I can believe Auburn will beat Kentucky. Mark Stoops, that boy ain't proved nothing. He ain't proved nothing as a head coach. He done had a couple of good seasons, but for the most part, he is a mediocre head coach. I mean, really mediocre. And I think, what was his name? John Calipari. He was right. Kentucky is a basketball school, even though they ain't that good at this point in basketball either. Right now, Kentucky sports suck as a whole. And yeah, I would pick Auburn to beat Kentucky simply because of Mark Stoops. And at this point in the season, after week 9, Auburn is 6-3. Week 11, they got Vandy. Vanderbilt took down Auburn last year on their way to their first ever bowl game since 2018. Diego Pavia completed 9 of 22 passes for 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. 9 passes, 143 yards and 2 touchdowns. Diego Pavia is back. He pulled some upsets last season, including my Alabama Crimson Tide. Vanderbilt offense was one of the best at turning over the ball and brought back much of their core. What? The offense was one of the best at turning over the ball and brought back much of their core, including Eli Stores. The defense should improve as well. With 9 of the 11 projected starters being homegrown with experience, they have a size on the line and speed at linebacker. Vanderbilt beats Auburn again, 35-27, 6-4 for Auburn after week 11. 6-4. Well, damn. They got them losing to Vandy. Who the fuck pick anybody to lose to Vandy? That's just me. I mean, hey, it is what it is, though. All right, they beat Mercer in week 13. Week 14, they got Alabama. Alabama gonna stomp the shit out of them. I ain't gonna even get into that. Well, I ain't gonna say Alabama gonna stomp Auburn because we got to go to Jordan Hare. We all know what happens. But Clutch Points got Alabama beating Auburn 35-21 by 14 points. Auburn ends the season 7-5, and they will make a bowl game according to Clutch Points. In the final Auburn 2025 season prediction, Auburn has the talent to improve from last year. Still, Hugh Freeze will need to get the most out of Jackson Arnold and the new receivers. The defense should be solid, but it has some holes. With a tough SEC schedule, Auburn would have its ups and downs this year. Still, the team is good enough to make it to a bowl game and win at least 7 games. Hey, guess what? Auburn, I'm picking them to go 6-6, barely making a bowl game. That's what I'm saying. Barely making a bowl game. That's why I got those Auburn Tigers at. Barely making a bowl game, 6-6. That's just me. I don't like Hugh Freeze. I don't like him. So, Hugh Freeze, as I've said, and I will continue to say, is only known for one thing. Well, 2 things. He's known for beating Nick Saban twice, and he's known for the latest. We'll just say that. He's known for the latest. That's Hugh Freeze, man. Hugh Freeze is a John. That's what he is. He like those escorts. So, proven fact. Proven fact. 6-6, about all I can get Auburn. And I think if it don't do no better than that, he might be out of here. Auburn will be looking for another head coach. That's what I think. So, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's pretty much all I got to talk about tonight, man. Y'all remember that next Friday, Piano Man and I will be starting our new show on Friday night. The show will be on Piano Man's platform. And I can link it to this platform here. So, yeah, I can link it to over here. And yeah, Bobby Sprinkle, we know the Keelan Russell twin sister passed away. I talked about it at the beginning of the show. But yeah, me and Piano Man will be starting the show next Friday night. We don't have a name for it, but if you want to, you can email me your suggestion for the name of the show, and me and Piano Man will get together and see what the name will be. We will have it by the time next Friday come. I tell you that. But like I said, it'll be on his platform. I'll link it to my platform, and we're going to talk some Alabama football. I enjoyed the show at Piano Man yesterday, so we talked after the show and decided we'll do a Friday night show. So that's what it'll be. So it is what it is. The season is fast approaching. We got about 82 days? Fast approaching. Starting 30 days out. 30 days out. I'll do the call-in show. I start the call-in show 30 days from the season. Okay, 30 days from week 1 when my Alabama take the field. Not 30 days from week 0. 30 days from week 1. So, hey, K-Mac, and that's what we like to do. Talk ball. Talk ball. So, hey, it is what it is, man. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. If you left early, I appreciate you too. Appreciate all the support, man. Appreciate all the support. I don't think I give my subscribers enough credit. But without them, this show couldn't be possible. That's all I know. Couldn't be possible without you subscribers. These lives couldn't be possible without y'all coming in and participating. You know what I'm saying? Eddie Blackburn, Nick Harden, Kimberly Harmon, Stephen Hicks, you know what I'm saying? DSGB 84, DSGB, a lot of y'all. Sick Dog, I'm mentioning you too, even more better. All y'all, Linda P, Mrs. Chico Walker, all of y'all, man. K Mack and Alabama Tide. Hey, it couldn't happen without y'all. Couldn't happen without y'all. LaQuisha Gordon, Linda P, Maxine Corner. Gotta mention y'all. You know, Kangaroo Click wouldn't be possible without all the members. So hey, talking Alabama football and ragging on other teams and you know, coming on here. I enjoy that. Antoine Covington been a member for 6 months, man. Shout out to Antoine Covington. Get Antoine Covington a round of applause for being a member of the Kangaroo Clique for 6 whole months, baby. We got some people been a member of the Kangaroo Clique for almost a year. Got some 9 months. That's what I'm talking about, man. I love talking some YouTube. Did I just mention it? Linda P been a member for 9 months. Shout out to Linda P. Stand up and give Linda P a round of applause, man. Been a member for 9 whole months. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Longevity. Got people in here that's been supporting this channel since day one. Before I even got the 1,000 subscribers and could even go live. I could have went, but I ain't know. I didn't know nothing about StreamYard, OBS, and then I thought I was just going live straight through YouTube. So I thought I had to have 1,000 subscribers to go live. But you know, you live, you learn. The more you do something, the more you gonna learn. Because had I known about StreamYard, OBS, and all this stuff, then I would have been live with 100 subscribers. You can believe that. But hey, everybody, you know, been holding the road with me. That's what I'm talking about. Nick Harden, a member for 4 months. Get Nick Harden the hand. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But as I said, man, I appreciate all y'all. Appreciate y'all. What was that? I would like to link with you and Piano Man and have a good cookout. Y'all Southern people. Yeah, us Southern people pretty good. We the best people. We the best people. Southern hospitality. And I'm gonna tell you right now. K-Mac, I done came a long way. I mean a long way. A long way. Since 2021. That's what I'm talking about. Since 2021. But if any of y'all in this chat right now want to come hang out with me and Piano Man on Friday nights and get on the show, let me know. Let me know. And you can get on the show. DSGB been a member for 7 whole months. Shout out to DSGB 84. That's what I'm talking about. Give him a hand. Yeah. Lil Frank, what's going on, brother? How you doing, man? But if y'all want to come on the show with me and Piano Man, y'all welcome to come on. Just let us know beforehand. We'll make sure we send you the link so you can join the show, or we'll put the link in the chat so you can join the show. If you just give us a heads up. That's all you got to be. That's all you got to do. But yeah, man. But anyway, I appreciate y'all coming on, man. Let me go ahead and get out of here. And I'll be back live and in full effect Sunday night, 7:45 sharp. Y'all tune in. But until then, y'all be blessed. And remember, KB don't give a piss about nothing but the tide and roll damn tide. That's all I know. Bama. Crimson Tide is sitting pretty right now. So should be embarrassed. You should be ashamed of yourself. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the show. This is your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again. Talk about my Alabama present time. To celebrate concerning my Alabama. Let's all get up on our feet and yell, roll tide, baby. Nobody beat my Alabama Crimson Tide. That's a great song.
That's the way I say it.